We are back. My man Cow said, I feel when the last leg, na we were big game Jumadian, so 5:45 and yes, na no da. Mean you're paying, you are now 53 years old. Omai Hinedu Boache. I miss your birthday, but the good thing was that the legendary Kwame Dinkra was there to represent your interest. Omai Hinedu Boache, Anope, a belated one. You are such a great guy and a wonderful person. Happy birthday, belated to you. Eti no nkono power minute you no numpe na mada wase sells which only a chance here and no number power minute you na numa only atena be pem sa brewe. Pay for atras, a former deputy energy minister, member of parliament. Ewo ono de bia minim se Jackson ti da na refi no
Afija
kwabre. Eti ono na ye mrahye bedwane ogina ho ma adehia wo Afija kwabre. Waba nimna for Collins akwaba.
Yes.
Pacho bibi boko there.
Oh, Nami Adom.
Ibi kama.
Bia boko.
The last time I checked, now we had press conference Janambwa. And I know Nakasa
absolutely. Yes.
It was about what,
on the energy sector. Energy sector.
We have a challenge there.
Oh, it's not about that. The press conference there it was about the when we say ENI.
Yes.
And now say I'm drilling be
I'm making gains being.
I'm do commercial level. And you know, I'm informing government. And the energy minister released a statement, the energy ministry.
New oil with the Indian farm.
Yes, but unfortunately for them, no, omo release statements, no, omo for credit me as a party.
A buy no.
I don't have a problem. I buy when it was, but I felt say it was important. Say you discover oil within 7 months.
I said it's clear that within 7 months,
absolutely,
you cannot discover.
Absolutely. So we were hoping say statements, no, will acknowledge.
Oh, the efforts. Draw attention.
And I may draw attention. Say the release from the ministry, cannot be entirely the case because obviously,
I agree.
The oil itself, it was discovered in 2019.
I agree.
It was announced publicly.
So now I get the angle you guys come from when you say that government successes are what Chokono now cannot be entirely his efforts.
No, there are some you cannot take away from them.
There are some you cannot take
away from them. There are some. I mean, yeah, $1 near 16. Dollar was about 14 officially.
Yeah.
Before we left. And a dollar.
11.
Bank of Ghana is talking about 10, but black market near 13. If not for anything at all, you can see some reduction.
So you cannot take it away.
You cannot take away from them. And then you have to be honest and say they have performed well with that aspect.
So it's not about what they have put in place, but it's about the
point is that maybe a CD strength. Of course, there were some things done by the previous government, but you cannot take away more efforts so much make it within the short
term.
So
I want us to just be comfortable because in London here, because most of the time the argument that is put across by people from my party is say, system no
I don't do my argument like that. My point is that when it is good, you give credit. When it is due. I'm the gold board about. I want a problem. I have my own problem with the gold board. But you cannot take away the fact that there's some liquidity in the system on the basis of the trading gold board. And there's nothing wrong in admitting that. But of course, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama himself also admitted. So by Nobeto reserves of about 8 billion. And on the account, the other account on 8 billion. And Obianim says city stability is not just about the gold trade, it's also about your reserves. Which means that the previous government left something for them. So His Excellency himself has acknowledged. Say, Obaya number 2 about 8 billion. Say, do 10 billion. Let's just know about 2 billion in our account. That's an acknowledgement. Say, the previous government did some efforts in giving you some reserves. And now are you comfortable? And statement be about platform on the floor. Say, more 4 months in import cover. Of course, yes, you have 4 months import cover. But some your money in our Boama City, but I'm saying, you cannot take it away. Say they've also made some efforts.
Okay.
In getting.
I appreciate your sincerity. I appreciate it so much. That's the kind of politics that Bribia Daye prays. We all try to do it. So thank you. But maybe a cool or party.
So far, Biaboko, one of my very strong patriots. Say do ya and then a birthday.
Oh wow.
And yeah, or Danase.
Oh wow.
Quite a strong patriot. Me man Wodapa. I wish him well. Me sure say weekend yeah conference no. Onyamre no ba yebeshia near dem komo. But constituency is ayaboko when you be Party you must all admit say go through a certain process of rebuilding. We share results in the Bayern and the general elections. I mean, I'll be dishonest to say everything is okay. But party BR go through that kind of process. NDC went through after 2016. Many said, "Oh, NDC more." And then easy how people even thought Sam Mahama is finished with a 1 million defeat. He was finished. Everybody thought so, you know. But I will take you more time to rebuild the party, and I'm sure say your party also is going through that same process.
There's a big difference between they are rebuilding and you're rebuilding. That's one I think that you have to.
And I say,
in your rebuilding,
problems on fair one.
But in your rebuilding, there seems to be no discipline.
It's just 6 months. Don't worry about it. Up to now, some people
I am worried because I am worried because we are stakeholders in these two major political parties. There are certain things that we are forced to comment.
Of course.
Because a potential government in waiting.
Absolutely.
So if a party through the neck give directives, for instance, yeah party yes yenko abatu Abelikuma North. This is neck. Until they may want to say, Honorable Collins Adom Akuye campaign or ejinemu.
Well, first of all, make sure that Medina or boy is
no. Sorry.
No, I get it. Maybe not viewers no get that impression. But of course, I may tell say, upset now, we share a party for India. They don't even know say near them. Some people are still coming to terms with the fact that we are not in power. And I'm going to say, when you lose an election, the first 6 months, 7 months, the first year, who share will be here? He said, everybody is talking about who to blame. So
you are still in that stage.
So there's that stage is there. So you see people once we get a leader, immediately you start the once the leader is elected, you see gradually things will fall in place. But of course, as Obiaji to me say, the party is going through a certain process of rebuilding. They be advised, I mean, say, let's the party for Kasa. Papa mean ABA or MPP, meaning corporate Akunya. I have to make sure, say, I look nicer to the voters than him. In the process of making me look nicer, I say making sure, say, I don't make him look like otherwise, immediately I win, I have to polish him, wash him, not become home. In washing him, it may take a lot of time. And and yes, I become someone a bit difficult. And that is where they be advising even the leading contestants. And because of me, General Katem say we can never be president. Now, so me bam so way, onimnyansa be here. Me akoto aba na we here. How then do I go back to the Ghanaian people and say, oh, last week you know onimnyansa.
This week,
but this week the nyansa na baba. It doesn't work that way. It's except you're careful with the language. You know that say we are coming together can be easy.
Okay.
It can be easy.
Okay, so no question modify President Kufone Nanado, please, and Kamu and cancer. Is it true? Because
so first of all, I think Nana Dankwa Kufuor through his official spokesperson and on the Facebook page.
Or the Abeto
say and some Nana Kufuor say he has requested for a postponement of the dates. It's not true. Or no, as a person, it's not true. Indeed, this Saturday I'm told say Oniha, but obey a virtual message to the party folks. His Excellency Kufuor, I think, say General Secretary. Say there's a petition from his end to say can you reconsider the date of the conference. But I know call National Council. No, I think say the padudu na adwene you almost say we should go ahead with it. But as for His Excellency Nana Adom Kwaku-Addo, he had not made any request of that nature.
Our implications be a part of this one when the president, former president, who is a key person in the party.
He's not just a key person, he's the person. Kufuor is the person. I mean, Obi will name the history of the party behind. Is the person. But Manko National Council, I don't know exactly
what went
in. But His Excellency President Kufuor also believes very well in the structures of the party. Our Japan say even Saturday, although he had requested for a postponement, this Saturday he will also be making a virtual communication to the delegates. That should tell you, say he respects the party structure. In as much as he stands tall amongst everybody in the party, really.
Also, got the mouse with the old children because we have MPP in common. The old show or Kabakwa boat na old show.
Oh, my say stakeholders. A democracy. It's not the other weekend.
Yes.
A strong MPP. Very good for endings.
Yeah, so finally, so you are for the bottom top or top bottom? Which one?
I'm very clear in my mind. So we need a leader as quickly as possible. I'm very clear in my mind. Say the party needs Obia. We can all say he's leading us into a battle. It has to be done as quickly as possible. That I'm for, you know. I'm sure Saturday will put to rest the processes.
Okay.
You best them to get that leader as quickly as possible.
Okay.
But I'm for a leader as quickly as possible.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And Honorable Collins now, I can say, I think we don't have much to talk about when it's the MPP again, but this is from the office of the former president. Let me read it out quickly. Namima Honorable Stuart Brekum West Embrem. Is for immediate release. The attention of this office has been drawn to two separate publications on the Tech FM Ghana and Ghana Web, alleging that former President Akufo-Addo sought to overturn the party's decision on early primaries and to postpone the January 19 MPP National Delegates Conference. For the avoidance of doubt, we wish to state emphatically that these reports are completely false. President Akufo-Addo, who has been out of the jurisdiction for some time now, has not made any such request on the party, either by a petition or by any other means, and he does not have any such intentions. Clearly, those behind these publications have an agenda of their own, which has nothing to do with improving the fortunes of the New Patriotic Party, and is signed, Office of His Excellency Nana Adom Kwaku-Addo, former President of the Republic. So that's it from the Office of the former President.
Yeah, so he, as I said, and then of course he requested for any change.
All right, thank you. How much you got?
Oh my.
Papa Brekum, so I acknowledge he represents my interest, but it didn't the more more friend. Dixon Tre, but Honorable Stuart near your friend. Honorable Kwabadi.
Oh my man, oh, Michelle.
What factory na kodi say?
Oh, Eguso. Yeah, a lot of work going on.
Brekum so come.
Yankopon Adom. The good people of Brekum West are solidly behind their member of parliament.
Are you pushing the agenda for your roads?
Oh, sure. And thankfully, Gene Sampa has been captured under the big push. And the routes.
The big push near the idea.
The big push, you know, I buy where you need to do. So the next 4 years, you best spend about $10 billion. To boost infrastructure, all sectors. And this year, in 2025, the focus is on the road sector until a number of roads.
So of roads now mind the big push now?
No. Yeah, a big push in a 4-year program under various sectors. But immediate sector, we efforts here attention this year. Afibia and focus on a particular sector. This year it is on road. And on my, it may interest you to know, say under the big push, a year Sunyane Techiman road has been captured. Under the big push, Techiman Mwenchi has been captured. Under the big push, Mwenchi Bamboy Eko Wa has been captured. Under the big push, Jene Sampa, that is Brikum Sampa Road, has been captured. Under the big push, Nsoko Sekwa Eba Sampa has been captured. Sunyane inner and outer ring routes have been captured. Enti be focus on Bono area. Enti Bono in general, very good for Bono. And of course, the almighty Jene Sampa Road, a very, very strategic road. Enti I'm very happy. Beyond that, ye internal roads kakre wo Brikum West. As I speak, contractor move to site and support town roads and is doing excellently well.
But I mean, about for contractor was site
about 1.5, about 1 month ago. He's on site. My co-inspection, maybe be a drains near dear gide or Juma. Adom Junction to Adom Town to Berby Ebisase, Kolenke, Kantanka. Now you're close to that loop. Also, contractor abanda dadi Juma mano Juma. But the expected completion was in 2023 when to me anyway Minister by Parliament Busa Mwasem and warning letters have been written, termination notices have been given. We expecting the contractor and either he goes back on site and I say Yeberi package yama new contractor. Yes. So in terms of routes on mine, we are good to go. But on mine, let me tie in. Me buy na kwesi asema or kano. Unim say World Youth Skills Day.
Okay.
And talking about skilled youth. And mabunu nye juma no nyina no ene a special day. 15th July of every year. UN observes a World Youth Skills Day. And it is very, very important for a reason. Because on my Oshe Ghana CCI we are about 60% of the population are under 30 years. That is very profound statistics. Over 60, about 60 are under 30 years. Out of which you about unemployment almost about 20% are struggling to get job. Now, on my mabunu enye skilled no. The future of that country is doomed. Inti uwo skilled youth the echrene say a mabuna omoye skilled. Their chances of getting employment easier. Uwo mabuna omoye skilled not only they will be employed, but they can also be employers because it is by gaining skills and a bit my entrepreneurial. Now we work creative to employ others. You was skilled youth, skilled labor on a bed driving innovation in agriculture, in ICT, in all sectors. So it is very important, say, as a country, you take your skills development very seriously. It is on the back of this. And at 2016, President Mahama Sata no converted polytechnics into technical universities. Mo mandate kesiya pa ne senka. Omobe focus on skill development. But on my, sadly enough, yes, a technical universities and also do na follow the traditional universities. That is the sad aspect. Because the mandate of technical universities, skills development, hands-on approach, technical trading. But they say, logistics, entrepreneurship.
But your government is in power. Are you giving it the needed priority?
That is the problem. This is a conversation we should have as a country. University, University of Energy and Natural Resources. One of its kind, we share mandate or more focus, mission, vision. The whole of the West Africa sub-region. Any university a shadow focus on energy-related issues and energy. And so, engine of the economy. The former Deputy Minister of Energy is here. And come focus into energy-related issues, research, any idea. And so a bedroom who said, na etene abeye te say other universities. KNUST focus at tea. That is different. But the KNUST more yet is Legon na courses are humanities are more. So it is about time to have a national dialogue. Now you focus in fact be my year more technical university for years, almost 20 years in technical university. That is why I'm so passionate about technical education. TVET is critical for national development. And on the occasion of World Youth Skills Day, yem kai ye ho asoman say ye befa yen san juma skills development, technical development very seriously. Na yen empower your youth no. Right. The best way to empower them is to help them develop their skills. Develop more skills they can find their jobs and they can create jobs. In fact, now the focus is not to be employers, not to be employees, but to be employers. Okay. And they can only do that when they are skilled enough. Inti idea SSA as a mine ye na yema yadwen ko. Okay. Finally, I'm the mebo menu MP abaso. And I think this is how we should do the national discourse.
This is how he does his conversations.
Yes, and that is how we should go. Amamuo ntoaso. It is true. Say to me case against ye making you na ye buy here within 7 months. Some decisions or take here. In fact, enunti na see ye te upon gains inflation a drop to say around 18. And Fitch has projected say in the coming months it will come to 15. Yet who impact no straight away, it may take some time. What I'm saying is economic decisions I'll be taking instantly and I'll be the benefits of it. So as a country, we should appreciate. Say maybe a credit to one, we give it. Now are working together. Some decisions they took abuama economy no so we take here and also be a negative impact on the country. By all in all, we should appreciate say amamu no ayentoaso obi ebi no obi abetoaso, and one person cannot take all the credit and cannot also blame the other for all the wrong. So we need to work together. But the most important, Honorable Dr. Eric Afo, the chairman for Economy and Development Committee of our Parliament, a profound statement, our floor of the Parliament on the state of the economy. And for me, Enra proceedings. In fact, debates, deliberations took almost 2 hours. That one statement alone on the highlights of the current state of the economy. Which may have playback and I think the other chairpersons, leadership of various committees from time to time should brief us. And the economy, the outlook is good.
There's hope.
Oh yes, outlook. My inflation at a point in time in 2023 hit over 50%. Now it's hovering around 18, projected to go down further. Before we came into office, we share international rating agencies, Fitch, S&P, Moody's,
improved.
Now, or more grade junk. In fact, restricted default. Now, Fitch has upgraded us to stable outlook, which is B-. We share growth year-on-year GDP, 5.3% for the first quarter. That is quite good. My brother talked about good reserves within first 6 months. Yes, I added over 2 billion. So we are improving. So the outlook is very good. But there was say we are not out of the woods yet. We still need to work. Now and translate emra the pocket of the people.
Okay, so
now
quickly, NAPE, Chief Executive, and EIP. Please, bro, tell Collins that the MPP as a party needs consultants to salvage the situation. inform him that we, the younger generation, are willing to help them resolve the mess through consultation.
I don't know which one will be so.
No, at ye, Mary.
Bro, in fact,
oh my goodness,
the air course me na and he wants to run away. In fact, President Kufuor, the President Nanado, issues were boils down to one thing: lack of consultation. In fact, when they were fixing the date for child program, if they had been consulted, things would have been the way President Kufuor Kasano means he was not consulted when fixing the date. Nanado, in fact, after this major defeat, and this is the first gathering.
Your emphasis on major.
This is the first gathering of the party after this. Yeah. And if you have a key personality, they said Nanado, minima dia, call out of the jurisdiction if he had been consulted to find out. And I think it is in the interest of the party and for the unity of the party to organize such a conference and have your two living ex-presidents, Nanado Honor President.
So that is the consultant service you're providing.
Yes. So Nanado will come out say on requesting for change, but clearly you can see something is not right. If he had been informed in the fix of the date
2 weeks ago, His Excellency President Kufuor was a keynote speaker. Now he be institute. Just about 2-3 weeks ago. Now video now can't want some say President Kufuor can't say me. When was the recording done?
Okay.
When was that recording done? That meeting took place about 3 weeks ago. Why did that video of that 3 weeks meeting come out yesterday?
Timing.
So as I said, rebuild it. And things will shape up. Every time also we might agree.
But the challenge with your rebuilding is that it appears the current executives, national executives, are hell-bent on remaining in office, and that is what is creating the challenge.
Is that what you think?
Oh yes, that's what is creating the challenge.
What I'm saying is that the national executive almost is here.
But they are taking decisions.
Right now they have the right to take the decision.
But that's why I have a challenge with people. They have a mandate.
They have a mandate to take a decision.
Until some of them until April, some of them until January.
Yes. So
that's what's wrong with that?
So the decisions are more taken in just to protect themselves. Yes,
that's how you interpret it.
And that is what is causing the confusion because who can say rebuilding no? Rebuilding no? Who say I mean level playing field. But the challenge is honorable. If you are going to elect flag bearer before electing polling station executives, constituency executives, regional executives, you know the challenge.
But you know that flag bearer election is always distinct.
It's distinct.
It's distinct.
But who are the delegates?
It's distinct.
Who are the delegates?
Those who have been mandated by the party.
And that is why this Saturday. That is why this Saturday.
But see, I disagree to that mindset. I disagree to that mindset. The fact is, everybody be sure. Let's be plain. Ekoto Abadudona Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And if you say it still is the status quo, but elections, the dynamics keep changing all the time.
No, it's not about that. It is about right in the constitution structure. In fact, NDC, our structure is we have the polling station executives.
We do have.
We have the ward executives. So we have our constituency.
So you want them to go through the process and
then we have regional, and that is what is done. In fact, in football, Brebi Beduye, Emma. Yekoto abayi GFA president and Zana Yebeto abayi regional executive. Hell broke loose in this country, and that time challenges ne no more buy I take here over the years football.
Okay, so I know you're a football
in an attempt say Ube so because the point is, so now what the current executives are seeking to do, they say, scratch my back, I scratch your back.
It can be so.
No.
If you even check, if you check the potential, if you check the potential,
are you suggesting say organize national delegates conference, whatever. Elect a flag bearer who will start working with the executives. Then it drew national executive elections, and then the flag bearer will say, I can't work with these executives.
Who proposed the early election?
I think
absolutely.
No. I've heard a number of because I haven't heard former vice president speaking.
Have you heard?
I've heard Kwabena Japan. Kwabena Japan said, no, the structure, not in this form. He proposed it. But the structure,
he was looking for additional people to join the base.
Good, but that's what is going to happen this Saturday.
He said, inclusive of former ministers, former members of
parliament. That's what is going to happen this Saturday.
No, he said not the two that they are talking about. Because his position is early Congress with every card-bearing member of the party voting. That was the proposal. So you can't appropriate and appropriate.
No.
You can't appropriate and appropriate. You pick the early Congress, you leave all party members voting.
The first decision as to whether we go for early Congress or not has been taken.
Yeah.
Per Cabinet Japan's proposal.
Because the decision is there, January.
No, they are in tandem. He brought the proposal based on when these conditions are satisfied.
That next condition can only be satisfied on Saturday.
Exactly.
Let's wait.
Yes, Saturday.
Let's wait.
Yes. So let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. I've just been
prompted. Then the amendment, nobody about. Then we can decide.
Let's wrap up. Sorry, let's wrap up with this one. Ablekuma North, MPP Koi.
Of course, MPP Koi. I mean, the results are clear for MPP. Papa need declare, EC declare the results. One can say it was a one-way traffic. We declare for both NDC.
What's the MPP Koi?
And of course, I have my own issues, not even with the NDC Koi and the MPP Koi. I have my own issue with the EC and normal conduct throughout this Ablekuma process, and even the police. And assurances be on my day, say, I have my own issues with that.
Is it funny?
It's sometimes I laugh over it. You know, police went to me and protected 3 polling stations. In fact, they wrote an official letter, Ghana Police, to tell us the Attorney General's advice as to whether they should go and protect 3 polling stations.
That's what the police said?
Yes.
Let's say that.
I'll show it to you.
The Ghana Police said?
Yes. They told us that they need Attorney General's advice as to how they can proceed to even protect 3 polling stations.
Are you kidding me?
May say the Deputy Commissioner of Parliament, of the whole, Parliament of the whole. Okacha said there's no rerun BR, and that their position is that all they need is protection to complete 3 polling station coalition. How the EC changed from 3 polling stations to 19 to a rerun is another discussion altogether.
But that's what Louisa said, NPP Koi.
It's another discussion altogether. I'm even surprised that we went to that
extent. Police for Angola, that may be a different
now the police were able to get policemen to protect 19 polling stations, but they couldn't do for 3.
They sought advice from the Attorney General.
And so now the Attorney General said
once you are going for 90, I can.
And now they've released another letter say, say they are going to do their investigations to catch the perpetrators. The police is now giving us an official letter. So we reading Chewa. Saying they are now going to do investigation. What TV so you nipa Nigeria police have no investigation. You have a rerun, an election, a commander, a Delta police commander is able to slap a journalist on television. And it's normal. And we are all watching. And the question now is, I didn't the MPP for Koi.
Yeah.
You see? I didn't the EC for Koi, yes, I ran round of 19.
But the party took a position.
I'm coming. That party decision, I didn't know easy for started that process of saying say 19. When they themselves had indicated to us.
In fact, on Bedroom and Ukusi say they had said that they were waiting for the police for three protection.
Three. He was in Parliament, House of Records. To say oh 3.
But why you be power?
And so that's what I'm saying. Say, yeah, democracy there. So yeah, discuss it. It's very beautiful. And let me think of me and this is from penny for power. You know, and how I come saying, on one he brought it upon herself. And Okoye last time, you know.
Okoye again.
Yes, you both two. Did you see Aquano said you 2 years no how I come saying? And for anybody to be justifying that because our conversation.
No. It's conversation.
I'm baffling. What happened there? No, it's. You see, I fear for our democracy. I mean, that's my problem.
It should not be just fear. It's few minutes away to collapse.
Let me tell you the truth. Me brapenny. So we can't cry. Check. Yeah, MPC. You discuss it. Go and see the preparations members of parliament are making for 2028. I'm telling you the truth. Go and check every member of parliament. He's here. Who in preparation here for 2028? The sad part is that we are not preparing with superior arguments.
Macho.
It's not just macho.
Vigilantism.
What is happening now is that disrupt the process.
And that's it. You not be held responsible.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Just disrupt the process.
When
you're able to disrupt the process, disrupt the process. Is that how we want to continue? Because Mrs. Amity, what happened at Ablekuma? In the full glare of the police only they push them aside, they move in, and then they are Lloyd.
Well, you know.
So I'm saying that you think, say, Lloyd, boy, the irony, the deputy organizer, they're quite with you.
If you had listened to my submissions yesterday,
it's a problem.
Yesterday on Big Game and the Kusi, what I said was that I don't know, because this tendency, this Triponi, all these by-elections, no, they give us semblances of what has happened today. We had a unique opportunity to kill it off with Ayawa's West Ogon. But what did we do? We were selective in complying with what the white paper report was. In fact, one of the key things, was how the people had dressed and the attack on individuals and indigenous for Ayawas, where they shot somebody who was a footballer. You understand? And then the slap on an honorable member of parliament. No? And Mr. Renya, party for the utterances, they justified.
Yes.
Or you too no, or you arrogant. Next time, born too much. So I see same because we didn't cure that thing, and that I see same. And I know I'm a say, me mo bia na da no say, how a commission and Lloyd and MPP, if we don't get a proper reconciliation where both parties will come to that realization that we have done this and we think that we are breaking our back. Akwatia is nothing, no. In fact, I said it again, that Iyoko's Act is now becoming bigger than the Constitution of Ghana because it made them more than 14 days based on a certain bail condition. In the MPP bar, $2 billion, can we talk for bail condition? So that's how we are preparing this country.
I was on the platform.
So I'm happy that you have told me how MPs are preparing for 2028 elections.
I was on another platform, MPP platform, and said now, some of our people justified it. I was one of the people who said their cause for Ayawaso.
I know.
Was totally needless.
I know.
Totally needless. And because I said so, I am bold today to condemn what happened at Ablekuma. But my point is, the NDC, many and many for Nomuka said, they see why Ayawaso was wrong, cannot also be justifying what happened yesterday. So it is the hypocrisy among the two political parties and NSA.
It's taking us too far.
Yes.
It's taking us too far.
But my fear is that, it's been getting to a point, say, members of parliament, I say, you can win an election and you can be robbed out of it. That is my fear.
So shameful.
And so, how do you protect that robbery?
You have to apply all this.
Yes, I mean, at the on my Facebook page, I kept saying, Ghana police. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
But I don't know why you're shocked, because this is a Ghana police that is influenced by politicians.
Yes, I get it. But you see,
it don't be shocked.
No,
because
but I come to in the 2024 election, that was a hotspot.
But don't be shocked.
That was a hotspot.
I'm saying don't be
shocked.
shocked.
Not for anything at all.
Yeah.
They should prepare adequately
for
that particular police
please,
station.
please don't be shocked, because we are repeating the same. When it happened at Ayawaso, the East Legon commander then said that what is happening at Ayawaso when Konoka as area commander, he's not aware.
Yeah, he was not in.
He's not in touch with anything. And the same thing has happened. There are certain commanders and certain changes that were effected. They have no idea what's going on. So we are yenunu ana yesre. Yenina na nyame no mienu na nakosa vigilante act. I don't know kwa na macho diwe, china meso be ba na macho dibechi. Nyani nyina na kosa sai. O da bibusa anya nyina na kosa sai act no. So clearly a crocodile John. Until we stop apportioning and say that all of us we are falling short of that fight against whatever. Let's come together and let's fight seriously against these people. Because multimedia reporter,
in a full game.
Why? I found a wedding. Okay.
I don't know what any.
Akola wonu upusi say kwa sebe obeti bechima. Ono dear harm no beti me akozo abato ayebato keke. And they be American no appeal to GG and other bodies. We should withdraw from Monoma Moya, the Monia de Mpensenpensenmu. Say money bloggers in the bed, minister crowd or no coffee, not blogger, no I see, no all. Say no so consume media. Because we are becoming tired. Me sorry back of our story will be West. Now Brekum West for some tungum since our moment. Why? How is that possible? How? Now what Gamanum says. We are the fourth estate of the realm. We are the engine. We take out the. And I mean, me painting scenario now money effect. MPP time. A see ya na kojo pon kroma. And Henry Cote. And Imamba. Oh, the situation is. We also see ya o mane buama. And I can't say Muntaka no aba. We have to control the peaceful election. How? Why we do this to ourselves? Why? How else you got wrap up for us?
Oh my, I think no right thinking person. Never justify the CEO Yawaso West Wogon. Of course, in every society, there were hawks, they will try to equalize. But in this particular case, what the official position of the party, Irrefifi Barbontin, he has condemned these things totally without any reservation. I call for the perpetrators to be prosecuted. The Honorable Minister for Interior and National.
You see, let's call a spade a spade. Bishop Council and Peace Council for messaging. No matter what time Peace Council for messaging. We frown on this. We are not ready for this. Democracy is not going to do this. Please. What investigation? What investigation? What investigation?
So the medical can. Party no official position I condemn the Minister for Interior and National Security. I charge IGP police so and prosecute. We want to see the police working. As a country,
it's not possible. You see, sometimes when you talk, you don't speak the reality. You can't patrol. No crap. Say Engusiaga. It would have my yam prese. Mo ya manyo semno. Mo be mamu ho kwan. Ama no kredi ni prepare yo etima ye adwuma. Because you say the honorable can. Me yam ashimi chese. Me kojina abato a me nwene hwibie mo. Enye kwan be develop ho biem. Me kwa abato ri na ma dwene say ma fa sofo Israel. Ma fa Thomas. Eti mo hwe ba bia ye ma no e wo ho mo na mo nyina okese. Afi ba bia other party no be nya madodo na mo nko ye mo ntoja zuru na shi pasa.
That is why I'm saying as a country,
it's not good.
We need to hear from this perspective. Other intina, tell my position. na abai no otiso no.
Or you're comfortable.
Comfortable with the police and saying the police, but opposition no they complain.
Ebi na uye.
Na do ya and that is opposition and they complain. And interestingly enough, the very easier NDC for the past 8 years since 2017. Yeah, boy, NPP and defend the no ya easy no because I am going to run 19 police stations suddenly. Now MPP was to say, who the most incompetent easy to say that. What would you have? Meanwhile, until the round of the 19 police stations, MPP position has always been said easy led by Mami J. Mensa. So what has changed? When the power changes, then the
everything
pendulum
changes. Everything changes.
Just a quick one. I mean, you come a big push. The whole idea is very good. But normally, no, budgets will give you an indication whether the Omokayan will come to 10 billion, but they allocated just 800 million this year.
It's kind of form.
It was a final
exchange rate, yes, you are allocating 14 billion Ghana cedis this year.
No, I'm talking about $800 million. So maybe it can.
Exchange rate, no.
So it's
14 billion.
No,
so that would
they
be
allocated,
probably
they allocated
about 1.4. Over the 10 cities.
But I'm allocating $10 billion
for 4 years.
For 4 years.
And the first year, what do you say?
And the first year, $800 million.
No. And I make us say,
yes.
First year, oh my.
Was in the budget.
You allocate no, you quote $20. You allocate 14 billion Ghana cedis. So 14 billion Ghana will give us about 1.4 billion. It will give you the by
4 years.
Don't forget at the time, at the time, no more year budget. No, the dollar to was 15. That was what they used in the budget.
Yeah.
Yes.
But on my, let's be very clear.
That's what they used in the budget.
Let's be very clear. First year allocation, no. Has been explained over and over and over. First year allocation, yeah, and 10 billion no ye divided no. Every year, depending on the resources in the kitty. And this year budget, not first quarter, first quarter was over. Yeah, budget in March, 29th March. Yeah, first quarter, yeah, buy and also Sika, not anyone, dear, generating revenue, no. Next year, the allocation will go on.
Oh my goodness.
The idea, they said, by the 4th year, we would have expended 10 billion.
No need problem. 10 billion. I'm saying.
They look at the impressions that the man and feel.
That's what they gave me. I'm saying that. I'm saying 10 billion. If converted to cities. Not sure how much that initial one this year. No, how much?
Initial one was first quarter.
Oh, how much has been given for the year? That's what I'm giving for the year. The point I'm making is the point I'm making
14 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes, about 14 billion. About 14 billion. Also, $10 billion. So multiply
it. I've explained.
Oh, there be.
Yeah, buy.
What I am saying, opening.
Yeah, build the revenue. Oh my dear, new honor.
There be Stugat. No, you make us say Stugat. Road never. No me near you. Because we push nyane. They call area.
Obo road. Obo road.
Momo buy na ejaya.
Yeah, but funding.
That be buy mo any nya.
I funding.
Me pa mo buy na swami.
Munja funding.
Me ba swami nya.
Funding
yeah, the Jawa.
The big push no be ko.
Hey, Sikanisha. No, the okay the won kwan kwanya magetu
me kwai $50 million.
$50 million.
I'm going to sign contract. 11 December, my. You have to have 11 December. No more sign 11 December.
The say, Rose and I will be good. I'm not 14. So the idea is in case me in area. But I'm looking at the allocation. You are here the allocation and what budget. Will not be able to meet. Sasu nyane de no kran ko a wo kanu. Big push no so nyam nkwa mo de. Exact 14 billion na wo kanu. Ye be chama. E nyina o. Wo de no kwa 50.
Offer 50 wo mu.
Offer 50. When you 50 full mo.
Enye gbagi do. Let's what to say ho. E say wo de be so so kaka. Onyame ndu men dis Ghana.
But some me de enye
musika. You need money.
Oh yes, sure.
To operate.
Sure.
Onyame ndu musika and then a 24 hour no. Na me the China must have share a week today.
Exactly.
You explain more.
The 24 hour economy. That
Plus.
in fact, oh my.
Oh.
Oh my. Oh my.
Any discussion ko you men for 24 hours.
Oh my. Yeah, unim. NEIP.
Yeah.
Adwuma wura.
Consultant.
Me bana oma me time next week. That is going to be a game changer. The adwuma wura. And adwuma wura.
Adwuma policy na dia.
Adwuma wura.
Amoma skilled
startups na dey be ma down. The focus is rather than say aban be create adwuma ma youth no. You bem empower you to do.
Busa say na location na say.
But that's it. Thank you. Yenko that's why enti honorable Dubako Collins na afi honorable Chire Dixon Dodo friend Stuttgart. Only go near from Obobo no. Rasta. Yeah.
That's all Opebo na meni aje. The captain of the
Okay, so charismatic anointing ministries is okay. I say Tibia na akwanya da wase onye ombebo mpaye na bibia ko kama nyame adoma Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday midnight Empire Strong kokra. So our program we Osof Penyin Reverend Bernard Uswansa ana edi anim kan. Sreka se Otini Empire de unim de etimi eye. Inti Fraser 244 115618. Na benya ofa hudi ewo eradim. Edi esi wa ha but yenko e toaso.